Hello, hello, and welcome back to the show, guys. I'm Jocelyn Davis for Clever TV, and today I'm totally nerding out, or I guess I should probably say gleeking out, because everyone joining us in the studio is one of the stars of the Golden Globe and SAG Award nominated show Glee. Everyone, please help me welcome Harry Shum Jr. Oh my gosh, totally freaking out. Harry, so thank you for coming in, number one. Number two, how does it feel to have your name associated with not just the Golden Globe Awards, but also the SAG Awards?
It's an incredible feeling.
Yeah.
It's something that we didn't expect. We made, a small show and it blew up, and now we're being honored by the Golden Globes and SAG and by our peers. It's incredible.
So let's talk about Glee. This show has had an amazing, incredible response. What do you equate that to? I mean, obviously you guys are all super talented, but the fans are crazy.
What's crazy is before the pilot even came out, people were already going
excited
nuts
about it
over Glee, and that was amazing to be a part of that. And now it's just something that I'm so grateful for, because seeing how much effect it has on the fans is crazy. It's dope.
Have you ever had a fan come up to you and just totally freak out?
Yeah, I did, and it's still a weird feeling because I don't see myself as that. And when they do come up to me, they're really appreciative, and they're some of the coolest fans. They don't well, we might have some people who do follow us, but
maybe you do.
Maybe, but
I'm like, hi. I'm just kidding.
But they're some of the coolest fans because they enjoy the music, they love everything about it, so it's cool.
And you play Mike Chang.
I do. Mike Chang.
Mike Chang in the house. What was the audition like for this role?
Well, obviously I had to sing and
so
show that I could
you haven't
act.
really sung much by yourself. Are you an incredible singer? Do tell.
I did musicals when I was younger, and took dancing and singing and put those two together, and I tried to show that off in that sense. I did a lot of musicals with acting and stuff.
Okay.
And as far as going into Glee, it was something that I wanted to always do.
Right.
And being on a show that allows you to do all those things has been an incredible experience.
So were you nervous at all during the audition, or were you stoked?
Of course. Ryan Murphy
Huge.
show, you hear about this and you're like, oh, this is going to be a good show.
Yeah.
And then when you get in there, it's a little nerve-wracking, and even the whole process of waiting, that's even more nerve-wracking.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
So when you got the news that you got the role, what was that like?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, oh snap, I love it.
Of course you got to do a little dance. When
Exactly.
it's a dance of excitement.
You're a dancer after all. So what's a normal day like on set? Because it's a lot different than other shows because of the singing and dancing components.
It's pretty much non-stop on that show. Before we would have a lot more time rehearsing, because they were trying to figure out a lot of things. And then when we'd shoot, now it's becoming shoot, go rehearse, and then what you just rehearse, go and shoot.
You're doing like right now.
Yeah, and back and forth. So, other shows, not saying that it's not hard work for them too, but they have a little more time as far as some resting time to going in.
Well, at least you don't have to hit the gym. I mean,
I would like to hit the gym so I can have more muscles, a little more muscles.
Oh my goodness. What about behind the scenes stuff, the stuff we don't see? What is it like with the cast?
We play a lot. Believe it or not, we do a lot of playing.
What do you guys do?
We play this game called Mafia.
Oh,
yeah, we
so fun.
love Mafia. We sit around in the circle and we try and find out who the fake killer is, and we spend a lot of hours doing that. And when they're setting up the next shots and stuff like that.
So who's the winner? Who usually rocks it at Mafia?
Kevin is pretty good.
Really?
At that. He is. He puts a game face on, and we have to try and read it every time, but he does something different.
Well, you are actors.
We are actors, so
hard.
everyone should be good at that.
Exactly. So are we going to get to see more of your character in upcoming episodes?
Yeah. I
storylines you can tell us about or anything?
Well, it's funny because when the script, we get it, the week before,
okay.
and so we really don't know what's going, what's going to happen. But as far as even music, same thing. We kind of show up to rehearsal and we're like, oh, you're singing this song, you're doing this song, you're doing this song, and then we go from there and start recording stuff. So
yeah, it's not a show for amateurs, that's for sure. You got to be on your game.
You have to be on your game.
Oh my gosh. Now I really want to talk about you because you have an amazing story. I think you're best described as like a citizen of the world because you're born in Costa Rica. So how exactly did you find yourself here in Hollywood?
You know, I took a boat and just rode here. No.
Yeah, that's right. Lots of time to think.
You know, it's my family, they just, you know, I'm Chinese, and they decided to move to Costa Rica, which is a weird thing.
Surf spot.
Yeah,
Why
you know,
not?
they love surfing. Chinese people like surfing. But they went there, and then, you know, they started a business. Then they found out, okay, we want to move to America, a better life for our kids. And I ended up out here. And it was one of those things, Spanish was my first language.
That's so
Weird,
incredible.
huh?
You
Yeah,
probably have a
weird.
lot of cool like inside scoop. People don't know that you know what's happening.
Yeah, that I can walk into a little room and then hear what if people are talking bad about me, so I know that.
Don't do it.
Don't do
people.
it. Don't do
No.
it. And then I had to come here and learn English and Chinese, which messed me up. Yeah, and my parents didn't even help because they were doing it on the same sentence. They were using Chinese, English, and Spanish. But right now, I think I'm okay.
You're trilingual.
Try.
That's impressive. That's impressive. I also read that you started dancing not when you were a kid, really, but more in high school.
Yeah.
And someone actually dared you to try out for the dance team. But I'm thinking, like, seriously, you kind of really wanted to audition. You were looking for a dare, weren't you?
I did. You know, it's funny because you see, like, wow, there's a lot of pretty girls in there, but the dare did push me over to actually do it, and I ended up making the dance team and then made a career out of it. So
yeah,
try it out.
A career that you've performed people like Beyonce, Chris Brown, J-Lo. I mean, tons of other people. But personally, I think the coolest thing you've done, aside from Glee, of course, is the iPod commercials. That is bananas. So fill us in on what that's all about.
You know, I was walking down the street, they saw my shadow, and they're like, we like your shadow, why don't you
Just busting a
come?"
move down the street, yeah?
No, I auditioned just like, other commercials, and they ended up really liking me, and they kept bringing me back, and I was really fortunate to do a good amount of them, as well as like the billboards, and even the latest one, the Nanos, finally, where we can see our faces, and we're not sitting in the shadows anymore, we emerge from it.
That is so neat, and you could still maintain your anonymity, you know? People didn't know who that shadow was. Yeah, it's very exciting.
People don't know yet.
And aside from Glee, which obviously you're very busy working on, you're also doing a bunch of other projects. Step Up 3D, so it's going to be 3D.
3D, you gotta put the glasses on to watch it.
And then something called LXD, which I watched some clips about, and even if you're not a dancer, I mean, you can appreciate, this is amazing. So what is LXD?
LXD is a legion of extraordinary dancers put together by John M. Chu. He was the director of Step Up 2 and 3D. And it's basically using dance as storytelling. You know, you're going a little further than just dancing and showing cool moves off. It's cool because that's how it was back in the days with ballet. You know, they used to tell stories through dance, and no one has really tried to do that again. You know, they've tried a little bit, but now I think we were trying to reinvent it and putting it on the web, and hopefully in the future doing more things. But right now we get to do whatever we want to do as far as dancers go. So it's really
it's
cool.
like a modern spin. I think I read something like Heroes meets Dance.
Heroes meets Dance, because in a sense, John, when he saw all the dancers, he feels that they are in a way like superheroes in the way they move, because they don't need wires, special effects. Come on, like Spider-Man needs special effects.
Over it, so over
come on, these guys are like flipping and doing all these things, and you're like, really?
Yeah.
These guys are anti-gravity almost.
And On So You Think You Can Dance, you guys performed, and it was phenomenal. Go and look on YouTube and find it. And then also, on another random note, I hear that you like to eat, and that you like long walks on the beach. So what else do you do in your free time? That probably takes up a lot of time.
It does take, eating does take a lot of my time. I do it about 3-4 times, a day.
A day?
So yeah, you definitely need to do that. When I am not, working or shooting, I love to play video games.
Top favorite game right now?
Uncharted 2.
Uncharted 2?
Yeah, on a PS3. It's like a movie. It's like a movie. You have to try and play it.
I'll have to check it out.
The acting is great, and the action is great. You're basically, they throw you in a movie in a game. So I love that game. I'm like in it right now.
Who knows? Maybe there'll be a Glee game soon.
Ooh, that would be fun.
Can it teach us how to sing? Oh, I don't know. You're Twitter obsessed also.
I am. I caught the bug. When I first got Twitter, I said, what is this thing? And then being able to communicate with millions of people, you know, in short form.
It's
incredible.
awesome.
Yeah.
It's really awesome. How can we keep up with you on Twitter? What's your
You can
Twitter
go
name?
on www.twitter.com/Harry Shum, Harrys.
And you have a website too.
I do, and that's Harry Shum Jr. and JR, harryshumjr.com.
Wow, well, congratulations on
Thank
everything.
you.
And thank you so much for coming in to our show. We are big time fans, and we're totally rooting for you with the Golden Globes and the
Yay.
SAG Awards. Do you have your red carpet outfit picked out yet?
Not yet, but I want to do something different, so I'm really trying to pick out the right one.
I say bedazzled tracksuit. Do it. And you guys can catch Harry Shum Jr. on Fox's hit show Glee, and we will continue to keep you posted on him and the show right here on Clever TV. I'm Jocelyn Davis. See you guys next time.
Peace.